Hello, all of you. So, I welcome you to this class. So, today we are going to discuss about the poem A Tiger in the Zoo. So, this poem is written by Leslie Norris. So, this is the poem of 10th English class, and this poem gives you a complete picture of the zoo tiger. Okay, so and also you can make out of this lesson so the differences between the zoo tiger and the jungle tiger. Okay, yes, how the jungle tiger makes out of this, and how the zoo tiger makes out of his nature. So the nature of zoo tiger and the nature of jungle tiger is completely different. Okay, yes, so today we are going to know about the natures of two tigers, which one is lives in the zoo, which another one lives in the jungle. Okay, yes, here we go to the lesson, to the poem. Sorry. So the first stanza is like this: is following. He stalks in his vivid stripes, the few steps of his cage, on pads of velvet, quiet in his quiet cage. Sorry, in his quiet rage. So he stalks. Here, stalks means here follows. Stalks means here follows. So he means here the tiger. So tiger compares as he here. Tiger compares he. Okay. So this is called as a personification that you can see in this poem. Personification to the tiger. Okay, so personification when inhuman thing or something compared to a human is called as a personification. Okay, so he compared the tiger, so that is why it is called as a personification. Okay, yes, he stalks in his vivid stripes, he follows in his vivid stripes, in his vivid stripes. Stripes means here lines on his body. Okay, lines on it. So different types of colors of lines on it. You can see, you can you can look at the body of tiger. So yellow, black and white, black colors on it. Okay, so the tiger looks like different stripes like this. Stripes means here lines. Okay, so yellow, black, the tigers, usually tiger have two colors. So the it means yellow with black, and uh, we can also look the tigers. uh, the animals have the white and black stripes. Okay, in Bengal, the West Bengal, so it's called the white tigers. Okay, yes. So in vivid means here having deep, bright colors on it. Okay, so a tiger having a deep colors on his body. The different colors of stripes were there: yellow, black, white, black, and something saffron or black. Okay, in different part of the terrain. Okay, yes, the few steps on the cage. So tiger could not enjoy its existence because the tiger who is in the zoo cannot enjoy his existence because uh, in the cage there is a short place is there, confined place is there. That is why just few steps he can make out of few steps only. So this is very short place of this cage. Okay, on pads of velvet quiet. Here pads means here the paws of tiger. Okay, in Kannada we call this panju. ಹುಲಿಯ ಪಂಜನ್ನು ನಾವೇನಂತೀವಿ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಯಾಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, paws of the tigers. Okay, so here explains like this: ಹುಲಿಯ ಪಂಜಿನ ನಡುವಿನ ಭಾಗ ಈ ಪಂಜರದ ನೆಲದ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಸಾಫ್ಟ್, ಮೃದು ಮೃದುವಿನ ಥರ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಆನ್ ಪ್ಯಾಡ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ವೆಲ್ವೆಟ್ ಕ್ವಯಟ್. Velvet means a soften thing, like makmal cloth. Okay, here the paws of tigers compared to makmal cloth, okay, which is very smooth thing, which is very smooth thing. In his quiet rage, so a tiger in his vivid stripes, vivid colors on it, and for very few steps, only the zoo has only few steps to walk on the roof, but on pads of velvet quiet. So on his paws, very smooth paws were there. In his quiet rage, here you must understand this. Rage means here violent, uncontrolled anger. So if you go to the tiger, so you cannot control the rage of the tiger. Uncontrolled anger is called as a tiger. Okay, tiger means the terrible, okay, terribly anger animal is that. Okay, if tiger becomes terrible, so everything is gone. So that is why here quiet rage means here, so a tiger which is in the zoo, it cannot do anything. That is why it is it's look like quiet with rage. Okay, it's quiet rage, shanta sittu. It's called as shanta sittu. It's quiet means here absolute silence, but rage absolute violent. Okay, so in the zoo, the tiger which is in the zoo, it cannot do anything, because it lives behind the bars ಕಂಬಿಗಳ ಹಿಂದೆ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಹುಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ ಇಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಕ್ವೈಟ್ ರೇಜ್, ಶಾಂತ ಸಿಟ್ಟಿನಿಂದ ಹುಲಿ ಝೂನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್? ಸೊ ಎಸ್, so let us move on to the second stanza. He should be lurking in shadow, sliding through long grass, near the water hole, where plump deer pass. He should be lurking in shadow. Here lurking means here remain hidden, so as to wait in ambush. So lurking means waiting for something, waiting for its ambush. Ambush means here, ambush means ಬೇಟೆ, ಶಿಕಾರಿ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಬೇಟೆಯಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಯನ್ನು ಕಾಯ್ತಿರುವಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಏನಂತಾರೆ, ಆಂಬುಷ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್, ಲರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್, so a tiger is waiting for something to eat. Okay, that is called as a lurking in a shadow. It's a shadow sliding through long grass. Long grass means here it's a highly grown grass. Okay, it cannot be seen. So in that place tiger sits without knowing anybody. Without, it means without considering anybody, simply sit. Why it is sitting in the grass? It is waiting for something. It is waiting for its food. Its food means something animal comes in that way. So in that way means near the water hole. In the forest there are something water holes, this and that places. Okay, so some places there are water holes were there. So some deer, okay, plump deer means here fully grown deer. Okay, this which is best food of the tiger. Okay, so the tiger just lurking means here waiting for have have its attacked animal. Okay, so waiting for the food is called as a lurking. So he sat, it means sliding means here ಅಡಗಿಕೊಳ್ಳು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಸ್ಲೈಡಿಂಗ್ ಥ್ರೂ ದ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಗ್ರಾಸ್, ಎತ್ತರವಾಗಿ ಬೆಳೆದಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಹುಲ್ಲಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡಗಿಕೊಂಡು ಕುಳಿತು ತನ್ನ ಬೇಟೆಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಕಾಯ್ತಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಹುಲಿ ಯಾವ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಕಾಯ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಸೊ ವಾಟರ್, ಈ ನೀರಿನ ಆ, ನೀರಿನ ತೊರೆ, ತೊರೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೀರು ಕುಡಿಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಜಿಂಕೆಯನ್ನು ಕಾದು ಕಾದು ಸೈಲೆಂಟ್ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ವೈಲೆಂಟ್, ಸೊ absolute silence, okay, absolute silence without making a simple sound, okay, just sit without make any sound. So the moment deer passes through in front of him, and it waits it will wait for some time, and then suddenly it is attacking the deer. So tiger is a very intelligent animal, okay, intelligent animal, and it's a very it means lurking animal, ಓಕೆ. ಬೇಟೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಚುರುಕಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪ್ರಾಣಿ ಹುಲಿ, ಓಕೆ. ಅದು ಎತ್ತರವಾಗಿ ಬೆಳೆದಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಹುಲ್ಲಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡಗಿ ಕುಳಿತು ನೀರು ಕುಡಿಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಜಿಂಕೆಯನ್ನು ಬೇಟೆ ಆಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮನೋಭಾವದ ಹುಲಿ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ poem explains you how the jungle's tiger lives in the jungle, and what is the nature of the jungle tiger, okay. So let us move on to the third stanza. He should be snarling means here, so see, you can look at, makes an angry warning sound. So you can hear the tiger sound, okay. It's very terrible sound, so very very terrible sound, okay. So tigers snarling means here makes an angry warning sound, so very very terrible sound, snarling. He should be, okay. So in the tiger should be in the jungle and snarling around the houses, so which is in the near to the jungle, which is the houses near to the jungle. So he should be snarling, he should be make the sound of violent, so very terrible sound. And snarling, it means terrible sound, making the terrible sounds. And around houses it fears everybody. And at the jungle's edge means the villages which is in the edges of forest. In that villages people has to fear about the tiger's terrible snarling means here makes an angry with terrible sound of warning, okay. So the places where forests edges, there are some villages were there. So the people of who lives in the forest, so they have to live with warning, they have to live with fully alert, because anybody couldn't know in where places which type of animals lives, okay. That is why in the forest edges people has to live with full alert, have to live fully alert, okay. Yes, at the jungle's edge, bearing means exposing, bearing his white fangs, his claws, his claws means yes, a sharp tooth. So you can look at the tiger's face like this. When it is opening the mouth, it's a very terrible looking sound of the tiger, okay. Bearing his white fangs means here terrible teeth, And his claws means terrorizing the village. The full village has to terror about the tiger's about the tiger. Okay, because tiger is a very terrible animal in the jungle. So in the nearable jungle village, they have to live fully alert. Okay, because tigers are full time terror animals in the in the jungles. Yes, but he is locked in a concrete cell. His strength behind bars, stalking the length of his cage, ignoring visitors. So, being a tiger, it should be in the jungle, and it should be lurking. It should be give the warning to other animals with his sound, with his terrible sound. But here he is locked in the zoo, in the concrete cell. Concrete cell means here you can look the concrete buildings for there. In the concrete cell, concrete building, concrete room, his strength, his powerful strength, not in the jungle. If tiger is in the jungle, his strength shown to the different types of animals. But here the strength of tigers put behind the bars of cell, bars of the zoo, stalking the length of his cage. Stalking the length of his cage means just walks on, just walk in his cage. Just it means length of his cage, just stalking, just walking. Okay, stalking, ignoring the visitors. So the people very excited about about see the zoo, see the tiger in the zoo. But that tiger ignores the visitors, because in the zoo, what has to do? Okay, suppose what is supposed to do with tiger? It's just simply stalking, and its strength put behind the bars. So just ignoring the ignoring the visitors. Okay, he hears the last voice at night, the patrolling cars, and stares with his brilliant eyes at the brilliant stars. Here tiger explains tigers what is this tigers absolutely. Tiger explains in a different way. Okay, brilliant eyes and brilliant stars. Here tiger's eyes were brilliant actually. Okay, so wherever the animal, wherever the enemy of his tiger, so that is fully aware of this. Okay, just eyes are very sharp eyes. Okay, sharpened looking eyes were there to the tiger. So here he hears the last voice at night. Tiger in the zoo hears the last voice of the night, the patrolling cars. Patrolling cars means patrolling cars as a surrounding. It means in the city there are some, it means ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ವಾಹನಗಳು. ವಾಹನಗಳು ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ರೌಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ವಾಹನಗಳು. ಆ ವಾಹನಗಳ ಸೌಂಡನ್ನು ಟೈಗರ್ ಕೇಳುತ್ತೆ. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಡೇ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ದ ರೌಂಡ್ ಮೇಕ್ ರೌಂಡೆಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಕಾರ್ ಮೇಕ್ ದ ರೌಂಡ್ಸ್. Okay, hearing the patrolling cars sound, and stares means looking with his brilliant eyes at the stars, at the brilliant stars. Okay, brilliant stars, brilliant eyes. Okay, so tiger's brilliant eyes compared with brilliant stars. So here zoo tigers and jungle tigers nature explained very beautifully by the Leslie Norris. So here this is all about this poem. So here some poetic devices were there. So I will tell you the which type of poetic devices that are using in this poem. So first one, the rhyme scheme. Rhyme scheme set in this poem as A B C B. Okay, so the first lesson, the first line and third line different, but second line and the fourth line ended with same pronunciation. Okay, this is called as a rhyme scheme here set by the ABCB level. Okay, ABCB here. uh, he stalks in his vivid stripes the few steps of his cage rhyming with line fourth line word rage, cage with rage. Okay, so this rhyming, you can look at all the poems were set in the rhyme scheme very neatly. And next we can look at the second poetic device is the personification. Personification is a it's a figure of speech. Figure of speech is there. So personification, nothing but a thing or an inhuman thing, inhuman animal is comparing to human. Example here, tiger. Tiger tiger called as a he. He means here male person. So this is called as a personification. Next here, enjambment. Enjambment here, so we can look at the repeating sounds. So for example, in first stanza, first line, stalks in his vivid stripes. So the sound repeated again. So this is called as an enjambment. Okay, and next, sorry, enjambment. Imagery means here poet. Poet gives the imagination to the reader. Okay, so how the jungle is there and how the jungle tiger lives in the jungle and how it's attacked to the deer. And so these are the imagery things given. This is called as imagery. Okay, yes. So the consonants here. So the consonant sound repeated. So that is called as a consonants. The assonance is nothing but also here some sounds here. He stalks in his, he I sound repeated. So I sounds repeated called as a assonance. Here he stalks in his vivid, ee sound repeated. I sound is repeated. That is called as a assonance. Next, seventh one. Next, so enjambment is completed. So enjambment is called. So it means I explained wrong. So actually, enjambment means, so one sentence completing. It means one sentence continued two or more, three more is called as enjambment. Okay. For example, he stalks in his vivid stripes the few steps of his cage. Okay, so one line, one sentence is not there. Okay, so sentence continuing with two or more lines is called as an enjambment. Okay, yes. So here after the imagery, consonants, assonance, here oxymoron means here opposite word given in the same place. For example, uh, quiet rage. Quiet means here absolute silence. Rage means absolute violent. So this is called as a oxymoron. Okay, yes. So last month alliteration is there. So alliteration is nothing but a, so alliteration means so repeating the same sounds letter in a line. For example, I will give you. So in the third stanza, in the third stanza, it is given alliteration is called as a this. Okay, so this is all about the today's poem. So if you have any doubt about this poem, you can ask me, and let us we discuss the question answers in the next class. Okay, yes, thank you very much.